What up? What up? What up? How is everybody doing out there? Yeah, it's a little impromptu live. Um, haven't been feeling well today. So now that I have a little bit of energy, figured I'd come hang out with you guys. I was looking into the new Dennis Rader information. Don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at that. Um, that we can talk about Delphi. Been going through a lot of old information on that case. But mostly, I do want to talk about the new information and the reporting surrounding Dennis Rader, the BTK serial killer. I don't know if you guys saw those drawings that he did. And I guess he has a fascination with barns. So I think they're going to try to put something together here with the help of his daughter. And she says he's not doing well. So if he's going to pass away, hopefully she can, if he feels any type of guilt, well, of course he doesn't feel anything about his victims. We know that. But if he can muster anything for his daughter, hopefully he can grant her that wish. She's making it clear as day that that's her goal, and kind of letting him know this is your price. This is what you owe me. So we'll see if he does the right thing. I don't know if he will. We all heard from Ted Bundy, you never talk about, your first kills, which is super creepy to begin with. What's up, C's? D, good to see you. Farmer, what up? CJK, Beach, Wanda, Marbles, Katie. What's up, Katie? Yeah, sorry if I seem like I'm all over the place today. There's no real rhyme or reason. Whenever I start getting into true crime and looking into things, a lot of times I just jump online and include you guys. You guys have a ton of information. Hope you guys are having a good night. What's up, Cindy? Good to see you. Marbles, Jerry. What's going on, Beach? You seen the woman from the 1991? They think the girl in green dress drawing is. I looked up missing people from Kansas in 1991. There was only one. Gave me chills looking at her NAMIS page. Yeah, and I think they're putting it all together. They're closing in on him. He's slowly releasing information. Oh, here, let me pull up those drawings. I mean, they're very graphic. This is the girl in the green dress that Beach Fairy is referring to. And they're basing a lot of information on some of the details provided. I mean, obviously, this looks like a hay bale. You can see the wire going around, the hay kind of sticking out. This looks like maybe like a cattle guard or something, cattle gate or livestock gate. So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if he was just showing up at some old barns. Like those old Bobby Camworth videos. You remember those? Creepy shit. Yeah, this is more than a fantasy. I mean, look at the detail. Like you can almost tell kind of what she looks like. And I think that was very important for him to include that. I mean, look, you can even see her arm, like just weird details like that. Like he didn't give her some feminine arm, he just gave her something that might have been like real. Chilling. It's the only thing I can say. Chilling. Makes my hands sweaty. Just knowing that that's somebody's family right there. And he didn't give a damn. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing? Farmer says, man, I hit a wall. I feel drained. Usually when I feel that way, I'll try to do something therapeutic. Music, walking, working out. See, I mean, that definitely looks like a barn, right? Not quite sure what this is here. Doesn't seem like he took that much time on this one. But yeah, it definitely looks like a barn. Yeah, so I figure we can get into that today, talk about that a little bit. I know there's like a manhunt for an escaped prisoner. I've been following it on the MOB Crew channel. It's a great channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, I recommend it. He's another very consistent channel. But yeah, some good coverage going on over there. I was actually just watching that before I came and started the live stream, as a matter of fact. Beach, is that the same person in the laundromat that he writes about in his journal? I'm going to pull up a video right now that I think it came out yesterday, and it's the only one I could find that has all of the information pertaining to these sketches. I know there's some other information that we've covered recently in some other live streams where they were digging up um, in his yard, in his old yard under where his shed was. There's nothing there now. It's an empty lot. They were recently putting a pathway there, a concrete pathway, maybe even a driveway, or even maybe a walking path. I'm not sure. Somebody corrected me on that before. But either way, they were putting down cement slabs, and they found some correspondence or some communication from Dennis Rader, basically stating that you might be able to find something there. And they actually found like a little hiding spot, I guess. Looks like some binding tools, some trophies, maybe. So we'll probably get into that. And I was looking into a lot of stuff on Delphi today, a lot of the older material. Yeah, I swear me and the Inquisitor we're like kindred spirits or something. I'll be looking into something and then I'll get a notification that a video came out and he'll be talking like about something similar. Like, what the hell, man? You watching me? You spying on me? Carol Marlene Sullins. Yeah, that's a different name than the one I was thinking of. CJ says, no, I just had a 12-hour stressful workday yesterday, but I was tired. Yeah, that'll do it for you, man. Me, I'm a little bit grumpy. Yeah, just kind of like stopped drinking and smoking, pot until I figure out what's going on with my health. because I haven't been sleeping very well, and I know that that Mary Jane will affect your REM sleep. So, and it's weird when I don't smoke, like I feel high as a kite, and that's why I do smoke. Like naturally, I'm just high. It's weird. She does look like that. The eyes, even, it's so creepy. Oh, I was getting the BTK confused with Ted Bundy there for a second with the laundromat. Yeah, they gave me sweaty hands. Let's go ahead and take a look at this report. It's pretty good. They have some more drawings included in here that I didn't grab, like some aerial views, what they think are barns. Hey, what's up? Anything? Marvel says, eat some chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate fan. I like chocolate covered peanuts and chocolate covered raisins. That's about it. Can't eat a whole lot. I'm not a big eater. Like when it comes to thinking about therapeutic things. Music is a good one. Um, I worked out a little bit today. Very light. I don't know. I feel weird now. Once you start working out and you start feeling how great your body's, starting to make that change that you were hoping for, start to feel good, start to feel strong. It gets addicting. You just want to do 10 more push-ups than you did, yesterday. So it kind of sucks when you have a medical thing that pops up and kind of halts that. Everything that I was loving, Mary Jane, coffee, and working out. It's like, you can't do that. I'm going to try to find that person. Hey, Hiawatha, I missed you. Yeah, I was just talking about it, Hiawatha. It was a great video. I wonder if that's actually his voice. If it is, I like it better when he does that. I mean, I don't mind, the other AI voices or whatever you want to call that stuff, but whatever he's using now, if that's not his real voice, sounds a lot better. It kind of grabs you a little better. They do, huh? What was her name again? I couldn't find your freaking comment. Oh, okay, here it is. Carol Marlene Sullins. Let's see if they do look alike. We'll do a little comparison. Oh, I think it's Carol with a K. Oh, okay, yeah, I did. They talk about her in this report here. But let me grab a photo of her, and then after the report, we'll take a look. Oh, here's one that has 3 different options. All right, just bear with me, guys. All right, thank you for that, Beach Fairy. Appreciate you. All right. Hey, what's up, Leslie? What's going on? Yeah, I like the Inquisitor. Anything that's jam packed with information, I'm all for it. Good to see you. Nicely done clothing, long green shirt like a dress. Yeah, I think it's more of a shirt. Yeah, that's a good word for bone chilling. I don't know. When things make me kind of nervous, I get sweaty hands. Like if you're filming something from a very high position, instantly my hands would get sweaty. Professionally hypnotized. I felt completely the highest I've ever felt. Yeah, I think high is just like a state of mind. I heard that Charles Manson used to hypnotize people in prison. He would ask like, "Hey, have you ever done heroin or have you ever done this or have you done that?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." But if you hadn't done it, he couldn't hypnotize you to feel it again, you know? You had to have done it at one time in your life so that your subconscious and your mind understands it, and then he would hypnotize you. So around him, you didn't need money, you didn't even need real stuff. He would just hypnotize you. It's crazy. It's probably what's going on to the entire planet right now. We're all being hypnotized. True Crime Housewife says, I had to stop smoking for a while for health reasons. I have crazy dreams and horrible insomnia. Well, see, that's one of the reasons why I started smoking is because I have these really vivid dreams, like the ones where you can kind of control them. I can only handle so much of that. So I didn't miss my REM sleep because of my dreams were so crazy. No, I got her image here, and I actually have in the video I'm about to show. They talk about her. They actually bring up her picture and they discuss that. I'm just not all there right now. Kind of have like a sleepiness to me. I woke up at like 4 a.m. this morning. I haven't been sleeping well. But I worked out, went on my walk, ate healthy, drank a shit ton of water, a lot of potassium. So we'll see if that helps. If not, I'm going to the dispensary. I almost went today too. I had to tell my wife like 3 different times, like, nope, I changed my mind. I think she might have been getting frustrated. I don't think marijuana is bad for you, but if you're suffering from something, I know that anything as far as smoke going into your lungs, it's not good. Maybe I'll just get some edibles or something. I'm on a tolerance health break right now too. Know that first smoke gonna be something else though when I go back. Yeah, see, I was thinking about that as well. It's like I really don't even get high. I just like smoking it. It's like probably for me, it's like how when people smoke cigarettes. It's all that high grade that's out there now. So I think this will be good for me. Plus, I'm going through the process of elimination. All right, let me get this video going here for you guys, and we can get the conversation going.
These are drawings by the notorious BTK serial.
All right, let me know if there's any issues with this audio.
These are drawings by the notorious BTK serial killer. The Osage County Sheriff believes they are of a barn somewhere along the Oklahoma-Kansas state line where new victims could be buried. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Razi.
And I'm Sarah Whaley. We want to warn you before we show you the other drawings just released that some of these are really unsettling, but they will hopefully jog someone's memory.
Of course, yes, that is the hope and the reason why we're airing them. Fox 23 weekend anchor Rick Marinon has been following this investigation into BTK possibly having an Oklahoma victim since February. He's live now with a look at these new drawings.
And keep in mind, we normally would not air something like this just freely, but these are not artist depictions. These are not just artist sketches. This is from the hands of the BTK killer himself that were shared with our national television partners over the holiday weekend, and they hope will spark someone's memory either about the girls in them or the barn.
Wait, hold on. Boston says, Sleuth, in the pic one, green dress behind her right shoulder is a butcher knife driven into the wood wall. And is that her initials on the upper left of the dress? Let's take a look. Yeah, I literally just grabbed these images before we went live. Okay, here's one in the green. Okay, now what are we looking for here? I don't see a knife. Sleuth in the pic one, green dress behind her right shoulder. What, this thing? No, that's nothing. That's like he drew like a shadow or something around her. Am I looking in the right place? Yeah, I don't think that's a knife. Unless I'm not looking at the right place. I'm sorry. Or were you thinking about the one and the other one? Because there's not really a wall here. I think this might even be metal. Where, right here? This is not a knife. If this is a knife, then this is a knife, and that's a knife, and that's a knife, and that's a knife, and that's a knife. Unless I'm not looking at the right thing. Hey, what's up, Slatherings? And the initials? See, her initials on the upper left of the dress. Like right here? Or right here? Yeah, I wonder what that is here. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Newly released and downright graphic drawings from the hands of one of America's notorious serial killers.
Our hope was to get these drawings out in hopes that someone will recognize these barns.
Yeah, so he even has like an aerial view of it. He's got it all mapped out. I wonder if this was like part of his planning or anything. Crazy.
Osage County Sheriff Eddie Verdon released these images over the holiday weekend on national television,
Thanks, Beach.
hoping someone will recognize the women or even the barn it is believed the BTK killer held these women in before he killed them. The barn could be somewhere along the Oklahoma-Kansas state line.
He said there might still be some things.
Boston, I can sleep, but it's like I'm not getting any sleep. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like I'm asleep, but I'm not being like rejuvenated. It's really crazy. It's hard to explain.
In some old barns.
These disturbing images, Verdon says, tie into what could be the final days and moments of Cynthia or Cindy Kinney's life.
He marked that in 1976, he had murdered someone from a laundromat.
Oh, yeah. So it is the BTK. I've been looking at both of these cases so much I'm getting them mixed. I do that with cases sometimes. I apologize. My brain is mush. I would watch the nearby laundromat for possible victims. Yeah, we know that there's an unsolved crime.
As Fox 23 told you last month, Verdon named BTK killer Dennis Rader as the prime suspect in the 1976 disappearance of Kinney, who was believed to have been abducted from her family's laundromat in Pawhuska, where she was working. In Rader's journal Verdon has studied, he said there is a section titled Bad Wash Day, where he lays out stalking and taking an unnamed woman from a laundromat. Rader told Verdon earlier this year he was in Pawhuska in 1976 installing an alarm on a bank under construction the same time Kinney disappeared.
Linda?
After Kinney vanished, an anonymous mail caller told the Osage County Sheriff's Office Kinney could be found in a barn at the state line. The lead was never investigated until now, more than 45 years later.
He's, 100% the suspect because he knows stuff and has written stuff.
Verdon and his team got a hold of these drawings of women who appeared to be tied up in a barn. Rader either drew them as it was happening or from memory while he reflected on his past crimes. It's not clear who these women or girls are, but in the background it appears they are in a barn of some kind, a barn he also drew the outline of.
Keep in mind, because this happened a long time ago, this barn that they are looking for does not have to be standing today. If this jogs your memory or you think you know where it is, even if that barn is...
Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. Definitely a bale of hay. Yeah, my mind, I have an overactive mind. It just never stops. It's over analyzing everything all the time. It's a curse. BTK wasn't into knives. Yeah, he was bind, torture, and kill, but I thought he stabbed some of his victims. Yeah, I don't like taking pills in general. I stay away from... Stay away from that alchemy. I'm sorry, Boston. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'll take another look, but I'm not seeing it. Sleep apnea? Yeah, see, now you're getting closer. I feel like it's some type of oxygen's not being spread through my body, through my blood, the way it should be or something. That's how it feels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Linda, that's a hay bale. So I wonder if he just kind of goes somewhere out into the country and he knows that some of these barns are abandoned. And he'll know he'll have his privacy. Probably just to keep him in. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Some old barns are gone now. Yeah, sometimes they just fall down. Some storm comes, or some people will buy the land just to get that refurbished wood. I mean, it's a high commodity right now. Designers are in love with that shit. Barn doors and refurbished barn wood. Here's some images I got of that I grabbed of actually Dennis Rader. He used to bind himself, and believe it or not, one time he actually bound himself and almost got himself caught at one of his crime scenes. He struggled for hours to get himself loose. He was almost caught. But yeah, believe it or not, that's him. That's not a victim. That's actually him. Yeah. According to investigators, he's obsessed with them. He would have images in his cell, photographs that people would send him. Yeah, old barns, they just look nice. You know, picturesque. Yeah, they really want that wood. It goes for a lot. You know, designers will recommend it in your new home and they'll put it up on the wall or they'll build furniture out of it. Hey, what's up, Christopher? He took a victim's body to his church? That's why. I know that he would oh no, see, I'm getting Ted Bundy mixed up again. Ted Bundy would go visit the corpses and stuff. I don't know if he did anything like that. I don't know who took the picture, but I know him and his wife. There was a period of time where he kind of stopped killing, and it was because he wanted to, try a different route. And he spoke with his wife and said, "Hey, look, I'm into this really like kinky S&M bindings and all that kind of stuff." And I guess for about 8 years, she was okay with it, and it wasn't enough for him. Christopher, he had nice legs. Yeah, that's why I was always confused. I was like, are those men's legs? He has a couple more. This one's kind of famous. So he might be using a camera like on a timer, or maybe this one seems like he might be pulling a string. You know, those old cameras used to have a string you can pull, or a clicker. But man, tell me that's not creepy. And what's with the mask? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, it kind of looks like a nurse, huh? Bad Halloween costume. Yeah, he's definitely one of the sickest for sure. Yeah, if he wasn't finding a way to take selfies, it may have been his wife, because I know that he talked with her about some of his weird fetishes and things like that. Yeah, and I don't think they can give him special privileges or take away privileges, you know? It's like, you're in prison now, you're just like everybody else. What? He took her there? It almost seems like he wanted to desecrate the church. I mean, he's definitely an evil man. That's horrible. Yeah, it was almost like he was trying to poke his finger at God or something. This is also Dennis Rader. You can kind of see his face in there through the stocking. And I wonder if this is him just kind of like saying, okay, trying out what he wants to do to his victims or something. It's just so weird. Like, he has 3 bindings on his leg. Like, what the hell? I just don't understand. Like, why? And I think that's the hard part for investigators, because really sometimes the MO and the signatures and stuff like that, really the motive is only known to the creep that's committing the crimes. And who knows? Oh yeah, definitely weird. Has some skeletons. The one in plastic? Which one? This one? Yeah, he looks like a nurse here too, kind of. Not quite sure what that is. Clown disguise. Yep. Same goes with Gary Ridgway. Remember when he took investigators out to show them some of the victims that they hadn't been able to identify or find? Man, he had this look in his eye like he was just having the greatest time. Like, he was so happy to be back out there reliving it. So let's compare these two here. Oh, wow. That really does look like her. Especially the cheeks right here. Like, he really captured that. And the deep cut under her eyes, under her eyelid, he really captured that too on the right side. Yeah, marbles. I do. I mean, I don't feel completely horrible. I just feel like, man, I feel like my blood just wasn't flowing quite the way it should have been. You know how like when you sleep on your arm, it's all tingly? Sometimes my whole body feels that way. It's trippy. What's up, Miracle Hearts? Good to see you. Thanks, Beach. Truffles. Yeah, bondage. That's the word. Trying to figure out that word. Bondage. You guys watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Where they're trying to make it seem like Dennis is like a serial killer. He's always talking about how he likes to bind things. He likes to be bound. Yeah, and I don't think he was. These folks have a pact with the devil. Go check it out, Marbles. Leslie says maybe he was trying to off himself. You mean when he got stuck? I don't think so, because I guess he panicked. I think he either talked about it in an interview or wrote about it. In picture 2. What are those lines etched in the thigh mark like a map? Right here? It almost looks like a blouse or something was torn. Yeah, he didn't take as much time on this one. Like he didn't even draw her feet. But this one he colored, like he captured every detail. As if he could just go into his mind and grab it. Yeah, I know, Anna. I'm taking care of it. That's awful. He definitely wasn't no Boy Scout. Yeah, I can't remember what sparked it, Beach Fairy. I just know that once he talked to her about it, he was able to stop for, I think, up to 8 years. Because she would let him do that kind of stuff. Kind of like he was so bad, he had to do it to himself, it seems like. Now, if he could do it to his wife, I wonder how many times he may have like almost gone too far. I mean, she probably has nightmares about that. Hey, Don, I have seen that. They said he wants to make sure his victims will not get away. I mean, that's a good way. A lot of killers do get caught because every once in a while they'll get away. You know, they'll do the exact same thing they did with 12 other women, and the 13th woman is just different. You know, that fight or flight kicks in. Some people react differently. Some people might be more intelligent than others, might just have, just have that survival instinct. I think a good example of that would be probably Robert Hansen. Let me see if I have anything I can pull up quickly. Oh yeah, here we go. So this woman right here, actually was able to escape from Robert Hansen. He's the guy in Alaska. He would pick up a sex worker, chain him to his home, and then drive them to the airport and take them out into the Alaskan wilderness and hunt them. Well, this woman here was able to escape and help get him arrested. This is Robert Hansen here. The Butcher Baker. That's what they called him. Yeah, he was a lot like Gary Ridgway. Anthony says, yeah, Gary Ridgway loved showing off what he did to the police. Yeah, he liked to torment them. It's almost like he was in competition with Ted Bundy or something. They had a weird thing going on. I mean, think about it. These guys were they killed like 100 women. It's almost like your brain doesn't even like comprehend that. 100 people for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Oh, was it at the scout camp? Yeah, he almost got busted, right? I don't think they do nicely done. I think they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to use the details within the image. But I mean, it's going to be kind of impossible, really. At least with that one there. Yep, the eyes and the chin. The eyes, the chin, and the deep cheeks, and the eyes, the under eyes. Yeah, all these poor women. Man, and you would never see this guy coming. I mean, look at Richard Allen. Dude was walking around for 6 years. Richard Allen was walking around for 6 years in Delphi before he was considered a suspect. That's crazy. But it may have had a lot to do with him. He may be more cunning than we think. You know, there's people that can read situations and then react. You know, they can be proactive. They can kind of sense things and then kind of spring into action based off those instincts of self-preservation. What's up, Truffles? Neuropathy. All right, Doc. You got it. Yeah, there's a lot out there. He's definitely, I don't know, would you call him a super creep? Masochist and a sadist for sure. Oh shit, we're running out of time. Let me see if I have anything else on Dennis Rader here. Oh, here's a drawing that he sent to his daughter from prison. It's like an envelope. Is that a dove? Pheasant? Pheasant? Oh shit, Christopher. That's crazy. Yeah, man, that was nuts when they captured him and everybody started kicking his ass. And then when the police finally got there, he was all wrapped up like he'd just been in a freaking bare knuckle fight. Broken jaw and all. Oh man. Classic. Yeah, they don't play around at SoCal. They're like, we had enough of this guy terrorizing us. We're going to terrorize him. Like he couldn't escape. They put his face everywhere. Everybody was looking for him. He couldn't go around a corner without somebody being like, there he is. Yeah, that was awesome how that played out. Linda, it's not really numb. It's more of like a tingle, like a tingling. Yeah, it's like when you kind of lay on your arm too long and then you get up and it's tingling. Not that bad, but kind of. Reminds me of that anyway. All right, guys, this is the 5-minute warning. See what else we got here. 17 chilling facts. All right, this is from crimeinvestigation.com. See, he killed animals as a child. Unlike a lot of serial killers, Rader's childhood was, by most accounts, unremarkable. However, he also admitted to having fantasies about torture and bondage from childhood. Like, what the hell? As a Boy Scout, he knew how to tie knots and nooses. His first victims were animals which he hanged. Whoa, that's really strange. Like, I can see shooting them or stabbing them, but he was hanging them. I wonder if something bad happened to him when he was a baby that only in his subconscious he's aware of. Causes him to do this weird shit. He killed his first victim. Rader stalked women, attempted a failed kidnapping, and broke into people's homes. He claimed that it gave him a sense of power after losing his job and being forced to live off his wife's salary. Wow. Man, if that doesn't make you think of Richard Allen, let me read that again. Before he killed his first victim, Rader stalked a woman, attempted a failed kidnapping, and broke into people's homes. He claimed that it gave him a sense of power after losing his job and being forced to live off his wife's salary. Yeah, all I know is that if I couldn't pay, there could have been a lot of things going on with Richard Allen. We know his brother-in-law recently passed, and somebody had hacked into his brother-in-law's Facebook after he passed and said a whole bunch of really messed up things. Kathy talks about it in her Facebook before she shut it down. She called this person a monster. So what if Richard Allen had something to do with that? You know, maybe it really wasn't complications. Maybe he did something to the guy. Or his death affected him and his wife being away so long and his daughter getting married. Maybe he couldn't afford the wedding. You know, feelings of inadequacy. Number 3, he was obsessed with women. Rader often stalked women just for the sake of it and fantasized about how he would kill them. His scrapbooking. Rader's obsession extended to him cutting out pictures of women from adverts in magazines. Okay, that might explain why they wouldn't let him have magazines in prison. He drew ties and gags onto the pictures, holy crap, and then stuck them onto cards that he carried around with him. Jesus. Wow. He prepped for his crimes. See, I wonder if a lot of those drawings have to do with his prep work, I guess. Raider had a kit which included breaking and entering tools, cords, tape, hoods, knives, plastic bags, and a gun. The Otero family. First victims were a family, Joseph and Julie Otero, and 2 of their children, Josephine and Joseph Jr., who were only 11 and 9. That is cold-blooded. 11 and 9. This guy doesn't have a conscience. There's just no way. So I don't know if he's going to help find these unknown victims here. I don't think he's going to help after reading that. Raider had been stalking Julie and Josephine and was surprised to find Josephine at home when he broke into their house. However, he managed to subdue them all by pretending to be an escaped criminal and using a gun. The bodies were discovered by the couple's 3 teenage children. Oh, man. Yeah, there's no coming back from that. Worse than a tornado. He dressed as his victims, and I showed you guys some images of that. Torturing and murdering women wasn't enough for Raider. He also liked to reenact his crimes on himself. He would put on a lady mask, dress up as a woman he murdered, put on their underwear, and then tie himself up and take photos. He once came close to getting caught after he tied himself up during a scout outing and found himself unable to get free. He took souvenirs, trophies stolen from his victims, including underwear. Interesting. We kept and then hidden in various locations. They were buried in the ground, concealed in his house, and even hidden in his church. Yeah, he's a straight up demon. All right, guys, we're going to start closing her out. Catch up on the chat. Yeah, I don't think Ted Bundy targeted sex workers either, just young women. But the Green River Killer and Robert Hansen, they did. Yeah, Anna, that's one thing that I've been worried about was clots. So we'll see. Okay, I need to go way down here. Sleuth, quick question. Do you remember a video with KK where he stated he had a sock fetish? Maybe he does have one of the missing socks. I thought police looked. Nope, never heard of that. I know there was rumors that there was a bite mark, but we haven't heard anything about that since the documents dropped. They didn't make any mention of a bite mark. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but there was a story that Kagan said about his father that he punched his mother in the face, pretty much just like cracked her face in half, and then bit her in the stomach. I don't know if Kagan said that. I think that Bart person may have said that during an interview with the Murder Sheet. But if that's true, that's very brutal. He's not a good person. Butcher Baker was trying to be normal Baker guy. He didn't seem like it. I did a video on him. You guys can go check it out. It's like a 20-minute video. It's pretty good. I like it. I worked hard on it. If you guys want to take a look, it's on Robert Hansen. He sent pics of the children too. All right, guys, it's going to call it. That's my hour. Hey, Don, Beach Fairy. Pam, what's up? I could be better. Better now that you showed up. What's going on? Unfortunately, that is all my time today. Mm-hmm. It's all a big game. You got to watch out for those people that look at life like it's a game. Because it's not. Oh, thank you, Beach. All right, let's go to the poll. If you haven't voted, I'll give you guys a minute. A quick minute. Good night, Linda. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, anything. I appreciate you saying that. And I'm working on it. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, that like button on the way out. And a replay crew, you know, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think about this craziness. Thanks, Farmer. Yeah, I mean, it's most likely something that I caused, but I have a feeling it's just my hernia. I've had some weight fluctuation and just getting myself back in shape. I'm sure some things are moving around in there and they need to get it all tightened back up. All right, so the question was, will Dennis Rader, the BTK serial killer, bind, torture, and kill, will he provide information about unknown victims before he passes? 38% said no. 31% said yes. And 21%, this would have been my vote, hopefully for his daughter, and 10% said not sure. But I am leaning towards a big fat no. I mean, after reading that information and just understanding how heartless he really was, I mean, I don't see why he would even care about his daughter. And she even mentioned something like that. Like, he doesn't care about her. He wore her like a camouflage jacket. Thank you, Beach Fairy. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my subscribers. And a big up to all my members. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all your help and support. Keeps me going. And I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Unless something comes up, but I'll let you know. Yeah, he cares about no one. I subscribe to that. Thanks, Farmer. We'll see you soon. Marbles. Wanda, what's up? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy your night. I will see you soon. Peace out.